Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Chicago Bears. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Fields going to throw on the first play. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Fields. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A first down run not going to get him a whole lot, maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. For the Bears at 3-6 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Fields on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught, Kelsey, left side.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On first down, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Noah Gray, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. That's caught by Montgomery. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun, here's Fields. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. This one to the right, caught by Bell. And it's a fumble. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
And coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here we go on 4th down. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes, touchdown. Travis Kelce with career touchdown number 70. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-0.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Santos with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They go play fake. Mahomes. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Fields throw complete here to Komet. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Steps away. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Fields. A throw left side taken in by Komet. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Off the option, here's Montgomery. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Mahomes now on first down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Mahomes now to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I see the surprise on your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. This time they stay on the ground. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The throw for Tony is intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
He'll buy some time right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
And you know it pains them to be this close. And you know they're going to want to go for it here. But they absolutely have to kick the field goal and get this back to a one-score game. It's only logical.
Santos' kick is up and through.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hop down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 58 yards.
And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
To throw is Fields.
Flush to his right. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A quick pass out to Juju. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
On first down, it's Fields.
And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second down and goal.
Fields.
He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Bears are back within a score.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, first and 10.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On second and 7, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mahomes now on first down.
That's complete to Tony. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. Out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Noah Gray. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line.
Fields now to throw.
He'll get this one complete to Davis.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 2nd and very short.
Fields right back to Davis. It's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's got it. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Montgomery back to the ground. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Back to throw. Fields sliding out of the pocket. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. 4th down. Fields has to have this one. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown, Bears. Cole Kmet, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Chiefs, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL